In this video, I will show you how to work with groups. So let's get started. The most important thing when you're working in Photoshop is to stay organized. Sometimes we will use, for example, in one document, we will have like 50 or even more layers. So what's important is to stay organized. So for example, let me show you. If I go create some shapes, some random shapes just like this, as you can see, give me a minute to show you what I'm gonna do. As you can see, each one of those shapes are in a new layer. So when I go with some text, never mind whatever I type, I just want to show you how we need to stay organized. As you can see, now we got really messy thing. It's not that messy, but if I go with something like this, or even more, or if we got more images up here, or even 50 layers or more, we will have really hard time when we need to edit something or find some certain or specific layer that we need. So what's important is to stay organized. By holding Control and just clicking on my text, I can select them. As you can see now, my layers that is text there are selected, and from up here I can go click on this icon and add them in a new group, or shortcut is Ctrl J. As you can see now, all of my text is in one group. This is really important. So now if I wish from up here to add those shapes in one group, I can go click once up here at the first, and on the bottom by holding Shift it will select automatically everything what's between those two. So by pressing Ctrl J or clicking up here on this icon, I can add those in a group. You think we don't see them, but if I press up here, you see there are our shapes. So that's it. And now I can go rename those. From up here I will choose to type something like shapes. And up here at the group 1 I will also rename and I will type text. And that's it. Now if I wish to add those in a one group, I can see, as you can see from up here, I selected those two groups. It doesn't matter, I can still add them in a one group. So I can name this group something like practice. And now when I press up here, you see we got two groups inside of our main groups. And now when I press up here on this one, you can see this is our text. And now I can go come up here, edit this text, or add some options up here, drop shadow or anything like this. Hit OK, and that's it. We can apply any effect we need just like that. So this is really important to know when you're working in groups. So guys, keep that in mind. You will see later in the course, when we got to the point where we need to create some business card, you will see why we need to work with groups. We will have maybe like 20 or 30 or even 50 layers in one document, so it's important to stay organized, to name each one of groups, to know which layer is where. So that's everything from me in this video. This is really simple and it's really good practice to work like that. This is a good practice. I'm talking this especially to beginners. So if you're a beginner, please take a minute or two more to stay organized, to add your layers in groups, to name them, to know which layer is where, because later you will see it will be much easier for you, or when you get to the point to sell your design to your clients, it will be really easier also to them when they got really good and prepared document for them. So that's it for me in this video. See you in the next one.